All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Toronto Thunderbirds and the Tennessee Titans. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Derrick Henry. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got him in, Corey Davis. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. A first down carry for Henry. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 4 down, 4 down. Check. Let it go.
2nd and 6. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
6 yards to go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. The open man is Smith. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there. All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
2nd and 14. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. And it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On 4th down, Mike Vrabel says, let's get 3 out of this. He sends on the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Who's set? 19. Check. Watch 54. Watch 55.
On first down, Watson got an open man. It's QT. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
55, Mike, 55. Curry. 31. 55.
From the gun, here's Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset.
First down.
Set. Check 55, Mike. Ricky. Slam. Check that. Alert.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 46-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the left side. Levine, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Set. 19. Check. 59. Watch the screen. 59. Watch the screen. Check.
Back to throw, Watson. Open man is QT, complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Set. 19. Here we go. 59. Check 59.
On first down, it's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the Titans' 26-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Kill. Turn up. Shit. Let's go. Come on. 36. Check 99.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Reset. And they take. Mark 54. Rip left.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's Watson. And that'll be incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on 3rd downs, and now they face a 3rd and inches.
Show it. Watch the safety creep. Sponge.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Ready. 70 ending. Silver.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And an alley to run. Derrick Henry all alone. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The pitch to Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he got great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Ready? Tight end left, tight end left. 4 down.
2nd and 15. Completes it to Davis. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him, but right now he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here we go, here we go. Henry. Double tight. 3 down. Hey, check.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
That's it. Hey, let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The big back, Derrick Henry, held out of the end zone. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Watson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And incomplete, almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here, don't end up in the end zone, ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Watson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
From the 21, it's second and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. 555.
Throwing again is Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground, and they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 16. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. An update from Buffalo. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Yardage back to the 29. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Watson now to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Michael set. Got you, boy. I got you, boy. Alert, alert. 59, Martin. Check, 59.
From the 50, it's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Watson throwing again. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 31-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Watson now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Watson just beating the play clock. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 20-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. And now a carry here for their fullback. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Back to throw now in his own end zone. They've got his man complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 2nd and 11. And that's incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. This will be caught by Brown. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
At the 10-yard line.
It's our time. It's our time. 9.
Watson. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Bring it. Bring it. Shift. 54. Mike 55. Mike 54. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. Let's go.
From the gun, Watson. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that will be incomplete. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And taken right at the 35. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Titans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. They'll drop the throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
On now is the Titans punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Watson now to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 11 yards there, first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
I hope you work your reps because I'm about to take you to school. 55.
Here's Watson. Going to throw again. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's got Fuller. 15 yards there for number 15.
First down, Toronto.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Go! You go take. You got take. You got take right there. Check 4. Check 4. Hey, you got to snap it. You got to snap it.
They'll try the left side. Levine, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Levine, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
We won it. Come to my world. 54.
On first down, Levine. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Watson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Check, 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 check. Hey, pick it back.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Now only needed a yard, instead went backwards. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And that is incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check, check. Lucky. Tighten up.
They'll try the left side. Levine. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, 31. That's it. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
From the 31, Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Watson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Let's go, interception, baby. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
At the 36-yard line.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Again, it's Henry. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Holyfield. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On now is the Titans punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
54. Watch QB draw. 54. Hey, watch check right 54. Right 54. Let's go. Let's hit this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Watson now to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They are in the 4th and Buffalo. And not much trouble in that game for the Vikings. They've opened their lead further. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Well, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Open man is QT, complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Well, going in.